That's actually the coda to one of my favourite songs. I know I say it's quite a lot. And that song is called Thunder Road. Sit tight, take hold, Thunder Road. Comes from this album, you don't even need to tell you that. I first heard this song in 1978, and I decided that I would go and buy a Bruce Springsteen album, because for the last 3 years I'd heard Born to Run on the radio and I always loved that one, but I never had a Bruce Springsteen record. And the catalyst, if you like, was when Darkness on the Edge of Time came out. So I went to my local record shop. This is in the days when you did that. That's not doing the doggy paddle, that's flipping through vinyl records. And they had, in the record shop, Rush Records in Edinburgh, they had Born to Run and they had Darkness on the Edge of Time. I only had enough money for one of them. So I weighed it up for ages and I thought, I'm going with this Darkness on the Edge of Time. I took it home and it was so fantastic. I just played it non-stop, but I had to wait a week till I got paid again, till I could go back and get Born to Run. This one. So obviously in the modern age we have on CD, I guess there's a more modern age than CD, isn't it? And I basically, although I listen to my favourites, which is like Gary Moore and Derringer and Zeppelin and Wishbone, I listened to those two albums every day for the next 4 years, 3 years rather, till The River came out, and then I listened to the two of them and The River. And I saw the show, the E Street Band at Edinburgh Playhouse in 1981. And I always loved this song, Thunder Road. And you know, over the last 40 years or so, I've said to lots of people, you know, maybe the watermark, or maybe the way to judge a truly great album is loads of different songs are your favourite at different times. I'm sure most of us would say at one point Jungleland, that's my favourite on this album. Backstreets is my favourite. Born to Run is my favourite. A lot of people tell you Meeting Across the River is their favourite. And a lot of people will say their favourite Bruce song is Thunder Road. Now that bit that I played there, that's the end where Bruce plays. Right? And that is played in an absolute explosion of euphoria. It's just incredible. And it also has the rundown that occurs through the song, which goes. Right? But at the end it's played in a sort of popping. Like that, right? If we get back to the start of the song, I think, having read this in a few of the biographies, the idea was that the album rather, would start with Thunder Road, and you would hear a transistor radio playing Roy Orbison's Only the Lonely, which is referenced in the lyrics. Eventually, at some point, they decided against that. And it starts with, now there are two verses that are just piano. As you can see, this is not a piano, but I will play the chords. And if you wanted to play it just on an acoustic, or if you wanted to play for yourself, or if you wanted to play along with the record and you wanted to know what the chords are, you know, you can certainly do that. The first thing you hear is an introduction that if you said to most people, could you hum the start of Thunder Road. I think all of us, including myself, would find it difficult because it's a blend of piano by Roy Bittan and Bruce Springsteen's harmonica. So although you might think it's you might think that it's not quite like that, but Bruce does play. And then at the end, right? Now I did something that I haven't done in any of the other videos for listening, and that is, if I can show you this, I wrote out the entire lyrics. And the reason for that is in this song, the first verse is not like the second verse, it's not like the third verse, it's not like the bridges. Every little bit is different. There are two separate sections that only really occur once. Now if you have someone singing it, that will keep you right, and that will keep you abreast of what part's coming next. But trying to play this on your own without without a cues in front of you, speaking for myself, I would find that very, very difficult. So I decided to write it out, and hopefully I can play the bits in the right order. It's also a Bruce Springsteen song that does not have a guitar solo. Over the 40 albums or so, whether it be Nils in Youngstown, or Miami Steve in The Promised Land, or Bruce's amazing solo in like Backstreets, or Jungle Land, or my favourite Candy's Room, doesn't have a guitar solo. And unless of course you count that, which is really a theme, right? But it has loads and loads of lead guitar, and every guitar part is, again, speaking personally, I think it's really important, right? So I'm going to do this in parts. It's going to take a long time. So it's only going to be of any interest. This is like my sort of caveat. Turn off now. It's only going to be of any interest to people who love the song, right? So after this harmonica and piano, after that bit, now I'm not going to attempt to play the piano chords, but I'll show you what the chords are if you had to play it without a piano, right? So we've got this screen door slams. Right, now I tend to choose to play the B flat like. Right, so strictly speaking it's F. Screen door slams, Mary's Dress Waves. I always think it's quite nice to play the B flat ninth. Right? Like a Vision She Dances, A minor. Another B flat. Roy Orbison Singing for the Lonely. It's up to C, then F, up to B flat. Right? Now at this point, this heralds the start of the. And also the rundowns that, as I say, occur lots of times. Leading you perfectly into. That bit, right? Now, you can see what's happening here. This is all on this F major scale. B flat down to F, F down to C, down to. And it's your first note of your F chord. And other than at the end, when, as I say, it pops. It tends to be played as a rundown. It's usually played on the piano. Right? So, as the radio plays, right? This is a bit that I said references the song Roy Orbison Singing for the Lonely. B flat. Don't Turn Me Home Again, and the rundown, I Just Can't Face Myself. Second verse. Don't run back inside. You know just what I'm here for. So you're scared and you're thinking that that's a A minor. Maybe we ain't that young anymore. Sure, little. Right. And then the rundown, there's still no guitar at this point. So far, I've done about a 5-minute video with a guitar in my hand of an intro to what I'm saying is one of my favourite songs. It's in Digitally, and there's no guitar in it up till now. So in part 2, the guitar comes in.